Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and today we are 9 weeks post-op tummy tuck with lipo to the flanks and muscle repair. So go ahead, stay tuned, click that subscribe button, turn on your notifications and like this video. So we are going to be talking about 3 complications that I developed so far, 9 weeks post-op. And I must tell you that I still have one drain in on my right side. My left one fell out probably week 5 or 6. I'm gonna say 5. I guess it just got some air and the little ball just puffed up and it was time for it to be removed. Maybe it was a little too soon because I still have fat necrosis, which we'll talk about in a minute. First complication we are going to talk about is a seroma. So I developed a seroma about week 1.5 or 2 is when I started to really notice the seroma. It was it looked like a little bruise, and so I just figured, hey, there was lipo done in that area, so it must be just lipo bruising or something. Well, it was not. It was a seroma, and it was purple, kind of like the color of my top. It was kind of like a purpley, and we had to take some antibiotics, or I had to take some antibiotics for it to liquefy and come out through the drain. So I had to do that probably from week 2 to 4. I had the seroma, and then it finally liquefied and it went away. And then I thought, hey, I'm done. I'm ready to get my drain removed, you know? Well, that was not the case. Maybe about week 2.5 to 3, while the seroma was draining, I also noticed that right between my belly button and my incision line was getting kind of hard, a little bit firm, and it just wasn't going away. It was just like if you were knocking on a door, like that's how hard, or like just a hard area, and which was really weird to me because looking through other people's journeys, they went through nothing like that. Theirs was, surgery, recovery, done, amazing results, and by week 6, they're about their lives, Not my case, So I asked my surgeon about it, or my PA, my surgeon's nurse. I asked her what it really was, and she said it was fat necrosis. So I developed fat necrosis between that area during my healing time. And in order for that to come out, it has to liquefy again. Not only did I liquefy the seroma, but now I had to deal with the fat necrosis liquefying and draining out. And mind you, by this time, I already had one drain out. So I'm only working with one drain still to this day, week 9. My drain is still in because my necrosis won't liquefy fast enough. It's some stuff is coming out of there, but not enough for it to be removed. So 9 weeks in, I still have it. I'm still dealing with it. It's about the size of this triangle like this, right in between my belly button and my incision line. There has been a little bit of change, but not that much. So speaking to my PA, she suggested that I should go in, and then they're probably going to stick the needle through it and try and see if they can pull it out. But other than that, I just have to wait for it to go away before I can have my drain removed. As far as I'm concerned, I'm my surgeon's one and only patient that's gone this long with the drain, which for me, even myself, is concerning and it is alarming. But, my surgeon says that just take it easy and hopefully this helps and it'll go away soon, but we'll see. My third complication, which I don't really know if it's a complication, but it does bother me. Maybe about week 5, me and my husband were leaving the surgeon's office and we were already driving home, and I got like this pain, like this really sharp pain, and right by my incision line on my left side. And so I was freaking out. So I called my PA and she had me come in the next day, and she told me that it was a stitch trying to come out. It was trying to poke out, Some stitches dissolve, and some stitches want to just chill in there and come out whenever they'd like. So that's what was going on with me. It feels like something sharp is trying to come through your skin. I almost literally thought that there was like some kind of insect or bugs, you know, kind of like on those Discovery channels that people go on vacations and they bring back a bug in their freaking scalp or on their skin and it just grows, and you know. So I thought that's what was happening to me. So nope, she checked it out. It was a stitch trying to go through my skin. It's still there. It hasn't dissolved. And I just gotta wait for it to just dissolve on its own or come out on its own. If it comes out on its own, all you do is pull it out and clip it, or you could go to your surgeon and they'll do that for you. But my surgeon is 5 hours away, so I see them maybe like every 2 weeks. I will physically drive there and have them check out my body and see how my results are going or how I'm progressing. But other than that, I see them through live chat and, you know, kind of like a FaceTime type of thing. And as far as I'm concerned, it's going fine. But I am one of those patients that recovers very slow. I've had kind of the same issue with my previous C-sections. My son is 8 months old, and I had a C-section 8 months ago, and it was just really hard because by week 3, my incision opened, and my doctor at the time was just like, it just has to heal on its own and do its own thing. I don't see anything coming out, and it's not like something where we have to rush you to the hospital or anything. It's just, you just have to take it easy and let it do its work by healing by itself. So that's kind of, you know, it happens to me all the time. My body does not like trauma. It does not like surgeries. It's been really, really hard, you know, and we'll see how this goes. But I did a lot of research on YouTube, and nobody's really talking about complications or, you know, things like seroma, what happens, how long it takes for it to drain, the necrosis. I'm 9 weeks in and I still have the necrosis, you know, so it's just those little things, you know, the poking of the stitching, you know, the stitch wants to come out, and there's really nothing you can do about it until it comes out, you know, or it just dissolves. So we'll just have to wait and see, you know, but I will be showing you guys so far my results. I haven't been able to get into a faja because I still have that drain, so I have been wearing the binder that they gave me the day of surgery, and every 3 weeks they'll change it out for me because of the Velcro. It just kind of gets all nasty and goes, you know, stops working. But other than that, you know, it's been really hard. So if you're going through something like this or have concerns about things that I kind of talked about, that you feel like, hey, I might have that, or, you know, nobody's really talking about those kind of things, the seromas, the fat necrosis, you know, just share your story with me or tag me on your YouTube to see if, you know, we're probably going through the same thing, you know, or feel free to DM me on Instagram. I will link that below. So check me out on Instagram, but, you know, hope you guys are all doing well and your healing goes smoother than mine, because, you know, I'm not in pain or anything. It's just annoying. You know, I haven't really been able to leave my house because I still have the drain in. I can't really wear tight clothes or even leggings or anything like that. So I'm always like in long pajamas or my robe or something. So I don't really go anywhere. And when I do, it's just kind of in and out, and I'll take my binder off. But within 30 minutes, I'm swelled up like a balloon. And it's like, you know, that's another thing, you know, the swelling will take months for it to go away. I mean, months, you know, and by now I'm like about 60% healed. So I still have that 40% that still needs to heal, you know, but again, you know, that's just part of surgery. You don't really learn about any of this stuff till after you go through the procedure yourself. You think that you're just gonna get off the surgery table and look snatched, you know, and yeah, you might look snatched, but guess what? The next day you're gonna swell up, and it's gonna last a couple of months to maybe even a year, you know. So it's, you know, really hard. It's really, really hard on somebody's body, and just be mentally prepared and emotionally prepared to be going through those, because there's days where I look fabulous, and then there's days where I'm like, oh my goodness, I look just like I did before, you know. So you just have to be patient. You know, this recovery process is really, really hard, not only on you, but whoever is caring for you. And that's really important that you have the support system, because, you know, for me, I had a lot of people support me mentally and physically and emotionally, and without them, like, I wouldn't be able to do it, you know. Especially the first couple of weeks, it's really hard, you know, and you almost feel like helpless because you want to do things on your own and you just can't, not even to get up, because, you know, the muscle repair, it's literally like tight, you know, and it hurts. If you cough, it hurts. If you sneeze, it hurts. If you move, it hurts, you know. And that literally, that pain, or it's not even pain, it's ache. It will ache for up to maybe week 4 is when I started to feel somewhat better. I still get those little tweaks here and there of the aches in my in my abdomen where I had the muscle repair, but other than that, that's been healing really well. You know, and that's just it. That's part of the healing. So go ahead and let me know in the comments down below how your healing process is going, or if that's something that you are looking to. Another thing is that if you are going to have this surgery done, takes your time to heal. Like, do not rush back to work. Do not rush back to working out. Do not rush to be going out. Like, take your time to heal, because anything can go wrong in your recovery, and then it was just money wasted and you're back at the hospital for whatever infection that you got or whatever, you know. So just take it easy, because it's really, really hard.